take a layup.
This is my first ever video for the website PokeDoubleBattles.webs.com. It's a new website. This video is about the importance of using the move Protect. So, start out with my Latios, and Latios is definitely more of an offensive presence than Cofagrigus, so I figured that they were both going to target me, and I used Protect. So they both ended up not being able to do anything because of my Protect, and we got off a free Will-O-Wisp in the beginning of the battle, which pretty much totally crippled Rhyperior. So that was a good way to start the match. And since I'm more offensive, they are going to continue targeting me, so Protect is a great move to have, especially on a weak Pokemon like Latios. So I used Draco Meteor, which is one of my favorite moves, Stab Dragon-type Draco Meteor from very high special attack from Latios, but Porygon 2 has huge special defenses and defenses because of Eviolite, so it took it pretty well, better than I wanted it to. So yeah, using Protect. Cofagrigus, not really doing too much, but still helping, passing out burns, Shadow Balls, and it actually matched up pretty well with my Protect. So now I'm bringing out Scissor, it was a defensive switch because I knew that Ice Beam was coming in. So that's why I made that switch. And he takes it pretty well. He has max HP with his EV spread, so here I knew that he was going to use Scald, but I thought my U-turn would go faster, so that was kind of a risk I was taking. And also I thought that U-turn was going to do more than half damage on Melodic's HP, so that was kind of surprising. And I brought my Latios back out because it has Thunderbolt, so I wanted to do some damage to Melodic. You don't want to burn Melodic because of its ability Marvel Scale, which will raise its defense by 50%. And Melodic took that Thunderbolt extremely well, which I did not expect it to do, even though I knew that Melodic was really bulky. And Cofagrigus does just enough to kill Melodic, which was pretty crucial because Melodic could have recovered back its health. Now I brought out Dragonite. And he sends out Nocticula, which I know from battling him has Ice Fang. So I'm going to switch out, come back in with Scissor. And Scissor with his max HP, he's going to take these two attacks pretty well. Now the guy with the Galvantula, he's pretty smart, so he decides to make a pretty smart switch here rather than take my Stab Bullet Punch. And he switches back into his Rhyperior to take the hit, which was actually a really good switch because that thing was going to die anyway. And this gives them a chance to get rid of my Scissor with Porygon 2's Thunderbolt, which that's a real good moveset on Porygon 2. That's actually a really great moveset. Toxic, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt because it's got great coverage and it can outstall stuff with Toxic, so it's a pretty great moveset. Here comes my Dragonite, which is one of my favorite Pokemon that I have. Usually I use it for a lead. And I know I'm not going to get any moves off really with Dragonite, so I use one of his special attacks that he learned, Extreme Speed, and luckily I got a critical hit because otherwise it probably would not have done too much. Normally Extreme Speed with Dragonite's Life Orb does do quite a bit on Pokemon that are not too defensive. With the Life Orb it's got the equivalent of 110 base power, which is enough to do some significant damage. So now he's got some burns out there, which is pretty nice. And we do end up winning this battle, even though they eliminated my side of the field. Which, of course, I was the more offensive, so that's why the bulky Pokemon was left out there. That's pretty typical if you come out with a bulky Pokemon and the other person has really offensive Pokemon, that they'll target you. So, but we did end up winning this match, thanks to Mike, or rather thanks to Dan, so good job.